Just for fun with Mr. G.
It's a beautiful fall day. It's Saturday, my favorite day of the week, as you know. And today, I'm going to focus solely on boomerangs. All of the boomerangs you see here are made to fly. Here we have an Aerobee Orbiter, which is a boomerang that is made out of rubber, and it's a very unusual design boomerang. And over here we've got some boomerangs that are made out of plastic, a tri-blade plastic boomerang, and another polymer style boomerang. They're a plastic polymer. This is also a polymer boomerang, not made of wood. And all the rest of the boomerangs that you see here are made of one of two materials, either wood or a material called Paxolin. Now, my newest boomerangs were sent to me by a William Glover. One of my very favorite boomerangs that he makes is called the Dingo. Now, the Dingo is a low-flying boomerang that it needs the right kind of throw to get just a perfect throw and catch out of this boomerang. I really like it. Now, that's made of wood. As you can see, the backs of the boomerangs that are made of wood are natural, and the fronts are painted, and Bill does a beautiful finish on his boomerangs. Now, the other boomerang material that I was talking about is something called Paxolin. A Paxolin boomerang. This boomerang is made of a material that's very light and fairly rigid, and it's thinner usually than wood, and it's a laminate type material, and it's more difficult probably to craft or work with than wood, I would imagine. I don't make boomerangs, so I'm not completely certain. However, this is called the OMG, or Oh My God, and you can see here OMG for Mr. G, signed by William Glover. This is just a beautiful boomerang, and this boomerang has not even been flown yet. In fact, none of the new boomerangs that were sent to me by William Glover have been flown yet. I just got them this week. And let me show you all of those that he sent. And I'll show you one that's very, very special to me is this one right here. As you can see, this boomerang, I don't think I'm going to throw this one. It was made just for me. As you can see, it says Mr. G Rocks, and there I am up at the top playing my drums. And I want to thank you, William, for these boomerangs. This is the Spitfire. All of these are new designs for William Glover, all made of Paxolin. Here we've got another one of his new designs. Now this one, I shouldn't have said all made of Paxolin. He sent me one called the Songbird, and this is made of wood. We've got one here that's called the Yankee, and it's a smaller boomerang. Here we've got another one that's called the Scarlet Omega. This one right here is called the Red Hot. Boy, something tells me this one's going to fly pretty far. It's light, it's got a lot of surface area here on the leading wing and the dingle wing or the trailing wing. And here we've got one that's called the Flipper, and it almost looks like a wave or maybe a shark fin sticking up out of the water. Now, let's talk about the different styles of boomerang. The closest thing that I've got here to a traditional shaped boomerang is made by Rangs Boomerangs, and it's right there. And it's called the Rangemaster, I believe, is the name of that boomerang. That's more of a traditional shaped boomerang. Now, let's talk about a hook-shaped boomerang. Up here, I've got an excellent example of a hook. Here is this is a pretty long-range boomerang. I think that one's called the Kilimanjaro, and that's made by Colorado Boomerangs. Some boomerangs are weighted. You can see weights in the tips of this boomerang here at both ends. And this one's got quite a bit of range to it, a weighted hook boomerang for range. This is the closest boomerang example that I have to a bell-style boomerang. In fact, it is a bell-style boomerang, which is not just the closest example, it's a perfect example of it. This one's also made by William Glover. This is called the Acrobat. This is another very accentuated hook on a wing of a boomerang here. This is a perfect example of an Omega-style boomerang or shaped boomerang. This is called the Scarlet Omega, again by William Glover. Okay, here's here's William's Yankee boomerang, and this is what's called a comet-shaped boomerang. It's very close to a traditional style boomerang, only it's got a little bit of a sharper bend at the top and more like a V shape. Another more accentuated example of a comet is right here, and this is called the Matterhorn by Colorado Boomerangs. As you can see right there, that's a very accentuated one. Okay, another boomerang shape is called the crab shape, and you can see how that looks here, but I do not have an example of that to show you in a real boomerang. Okay, now this is a specialized boomerang. This is a tri-blade as well as this one, and what are those made for? Those are really made for events that are specialized events, like juggling or fast catch or endurance or freestyle type of moves. And this is almost like a tri-blade, but it's not. It's like a boomerang with like a third appendage that sticks up here. Here's another William Glover boomerang. Now this one has been beat to heck and back. In fact, it was lost all summer in a field. Bean field I lost it in, and I just found it about 2 weeks ago. So William, this is your Spectrum. Okay, these are the Gloverangs that I cannot wait to fly, and you're going to actually be seeing the first flight of these boomerangs in today's video. So you'll have to bear with me. I may not throw them perfectly the first time around. It may take me several times, and I may not even be able to, some of them I may not be able to control very well because I'm not used to them yet. Boomerangs come in left and right-handed. What do I mean by a left-handed boomerang? This is a right-handed boomerang. I would throw this boomerang like this, okay? Let me just do that from over here, like this, okay? Now, I could also throw it from the leading wing here. This is the leading wing, or I'm sorry, the trailing wing. This is the leading wing, which is what I normally throw by. This is the trailing wing, okay? Or called also the dingle wing. But I could throw this like that, or like that, and you could even throw it from the elbow here. These are tips, this is the elbow. You could even throw it from the elbow, like this if you wanted to. As long as you've got the curved or painted side facing you, the flat side away from you, and you're right-handed, this boomerang would fly. Now if you were left-handed, this will not fly properly. For a left-handed person, you would have to have this be exactly opposite. Your leading wing here would actually be on this side, and your trailing wing over here would actually be over here on this side. So as you see, if I hold it like this, when I move it over here to my left hand and have the painted side toward me, I'm holding it the wrong way. A left-handed boomerang is just made opposite of a right-handed boomerang. On a normal right-handed boomerang with a right-handed person like me, on a very windy day, I give almost no layover. This being layover. So I give it almost none. I throw it almost directly straight up and down. You don't want to throw a boomerang so that you've got it sidearm. Boomerangs should be thrown like this, or at best with just a little layover like this. Now, this is just a standard grip. Then there's also a pinch grip like this, where I just hold it between my thumb and forefinger. That is my preferred grip because it gives me more spin at the end of my throw. This way, I have to actually, I don't get as much spin of the release. This way, I get a huge amount of, see that? It just pivots in my finger and thumb. Huge amount of spin that way. And don't worry, I won't hit you. Which one should I start with? It's called the Purple Haze. So let's try again here. I'm throwing it more into the wind now. I think it needs a little bit more into the wind to like throw into the wind a little bit. Okay, I could catch it, but I'm just watching the flight pattern of it here. I'm gonna throw it right at you. Good. Looks good. Looks like it's one of the best throws yet. I used a lot less strength. Excellent. The Purple Haze. Bill or William, that flies super. This Purple Haze. I need to get used to it. It's a light throwing ring. This is the Red Hot. Let's see how it works. Oh my God, the distance on that. Oh my God. The distance on that. Oh my God. Oh my God, the distance on that ring. It's insane. The distance on that was insane.
It was.
Okay, here we go again, the Red Hot. Try a little different angle to the wind. There's no way, the distance on that's beyond belief. But I'm not getting it back to me. Not getting it back at all. That needs some more wind. It's calmed down a lot out here. This is definitely a boomerang to throw with a little bit more wind, and it's got distance. I've never seen distance like this. That's beyond belief. I'm going to try throwing it with more layover so I can compensate for less wind. And not quite as hard. See how that works. Geez, even if I don't throw it hard, it goes 400 miles. It's so easy. I'm throwing it too hard. I need a lighter throw on this one. I'm gonna get out here so you don't have to shoot toward the star. Nice throw. Nice. Oh, I missed the catch before. Okay. The Red Hot definitely needs more wind. It's almost completely calm out here, and this thing achieves distances I've never seen with a boomerang this size before. It's an amazing. This is the Scarlet Omega by William Glover. Whoa, that thing climbs unbelievably. It's like the Matterhorn. Look at this thing. Oh. Way to get hit in the gut with it. Let's try that again. This thing climbs amazing. Look at the climb on that. It's like an orbit. Oh, beautiful return though, too. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to try and actually catch it now that
What's that one called again?
What?
What's that one called again?
This one is called the Scarlet Omega. The thing has it climbs incredibly, and it's pretty accurate too. I'm amazed. It's very calm out here. Not enough wind probably for any of these, but let's see here. Whoa, the way it climbs is just phenomenal. Look at this thing. Swing back out around. I'll tell you something. I think I'm throwing all these boomerangs too hard. They're very light throws. There we go. That's a lot lighter. Oh yeah. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh. Beautiful throw. This boomerang's amazing. Oh, this will probably become one of my new favorites. This is like his dingo, only in reverse. The dingo flies low. This always seems to want to fly high. Wow, look at that thing fly. I'm amazed how that thing flies. Look at this. Look at the hover. Right back in. Hover. Right back to it. This is an amazing boomerang. This has become, quickly as I can see, this is becoming one of my favorites. The Scarlet Omega. Thanks, William. This is amazing. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Well, let's try this little guy. The Flipper. Like a fin in the ocean. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Gotta throw that one up a little bit more. It's almost to the ground. All right, here we go. Ready? It's a low flying boomerang. Wow, it just almost skimmed the ground. It's like it's swimming in the ocean. Look at it. Here we go. Wow, it stays low, but then once it climbs at the end. Okay. Oh, that's flying nice. Oh yeah. Look at it. Look at that. It's little too. It's easy to handle. Good one to catch behind my back, maybe. Here we go. We're gonna try it again. A low. It's gonna go solo to the ground. It's almost touching. Ready? Wow, what a beautiful. Oh, this thing has a great flight pattern. Wow. Even has some distance to it too. Yes, one-handed. Whoa! Whoa! It almost hit the ground. But it recovered and it's coming in. And I've got it right here. Yeah. Oh, I love this boomerang. This is amazing. I've been hearing a lot about this OMG for oh my God. Bill says this has some distance to it. I'm worried that it might need more wind than we have here to get it back to me. But let's give it a try. Yeah, that's got some distance. Whoa! Look at it rise at the end. Oh my God! It didn't want to stop flying. I think I'm going to bring this one, the OMG, out tomorrow when I've got more wind, because I think it needs a little bit more wind. Give it one more shot though. It's got incredible distance. It's like the Red Hot, incredible distance. The distance on that that's beyond belief. I've never seen a orangutan with that kind of distance. And then it just jumps up again. Here we've got, boy, this looks a lot like a spectrum in its design. It's called the songbird. It's a little bit heavier. Oh, flies nice. Flies real nice. Oh, I know just how to fly this one. Okay. Oh, perfect. Look at this. Lighter throw, no layover. This thing's beautiful. Too hard. Perhaps a little bit. Yeah. Behind me here. Just a little bit too hard. A little bit lighter this time. Nice. Real nice. Nice boomerang. Like it. This is it. Here we go. Oh, this one's called the Yankee by William Glover. First flight. Whoa! Whoa! That thing flies up high. Whoa! Okay. Just a little too hard. All right, Bill. The Yankee, I think a 3-year-old could fly this. It needs no throw at all. I mean, I need to throw it with my left hand, but I know it's not a left-hander. I can't stop throwing it too hard. Now that's a much lighter throw. Let's see if that's light enough. I think so. I'm in the same place I started. Okay, let's try again. This thing requires almost no throw. Cindy, you can fly this no problem.
I'm gonna try.
Here. Cindy's gonna try it, I'll film her. Bill, my girlfriend's gonna try throwing this. Let's see what happens. Put your energy into it and throw as hard as possible. No, that wasn't quite every ounce of your energy, maybe. Let's see.
Can I throw it that way?
Yeah, throw it that way. Good. Excellent. Look at this. Very good. You had it coming back on a backswing. Very good.